We are glad you're here. This is the channel for studio musicians, composers, arrangers, and improvisers. On a weekly basis, we created a video content just for you, from chord build, chords progression up to the newest technology. It's very time consuming to create those videos for you. We are not expecting anything in return from this work, except subscribe, like, and hit that bell button so you can receive notifications regarding the future videos. Today's topic, it's a beautiful topic of Q-Link buttons. The main reason why I purchased MPC X over others. The last thing I want to do is to deal with the software, like go into the software and visit those sub-pages to make specific adjustments towards the parameters, etc. The Q-Link section in MPC X allows me to enter them at any time I want. They are right there on my face, so I don't have to go through this painful experience and waste my time. When I think about top 3 programs in MPC X, what comes to mind is the drum program, plugin program, and instruments program. Why don't we use these to create tracks in our new song, in our new sequence? And basically based on those, we're going to fool around with Q-Link buttons. Okay, in sequence 1, we are going to create a track. We are going to name it drums. Track number 2, piano. Track number 3, strings. And there is a reason why we select these instruments. We are rolling back to the drum track. Now we are going to add a program. Go to Browser, Drums. Select the kit you like. You can review those tracks before you commit. Tight kit, we like it. Load it. When you go to the main screen and tap the drum program, you can just shift by 1 and this acoustic kit, it's gonna manifest itself. Okay? Okay. Now under the track number 2, which is our piano, we are going to select a piano sound. In order to select the piano sound, we'll have to switch programs. This is a drum program, this is plugin program, this is instruments. Under the instruments, when we go to browser instruments, you are going to select search for the piano sound. Here's the clap piano. Okay, let's load it. Of course, just remember that you can find the piano samples. This is just for the video presentation. You can find the piano samples. So I've got the piano. Of course, I could generate very easily, I could generate the piano from plugin programs. So look, we've got drums under the drum program, piano under the instruments. Now strings we're going to generate through plugins. We're going to change the name to strings. Could be a specific name like violin or cello or acoustic bass, and studio strings. So when I go to menu, dynamic section, okay, so we've got 3 different tracks in a sequence 1. The drum set, the piano, strings. When you think about Q-Link section, it's chopped to 5 different chapters. When you look at the top, you've got 5 separate buttons what allow you to control specific parameters of that section. One of them is screen control, another one is path parameters, then path scene, you've got program, and you've got project. Today's video is going to be concentrate specifically on the screen control. These buttons can be elevated, or some people say they have a dual function. When I hit the shift and then press one of these buttons, it's gonna lead you towards a page on the screen where you can actually adjust the function of each button. You can change it, you can elevate it, you can send that specific button towards specific pathways to output select the different destinations. All right. When we start from the top, this whole first row of buttons are synchronized with the sequence section. They control the tempo sequence, the length of the sequence loop start, and the sequence loop end. Now, you may say, I see those on the screen. I can very easily tap them and change the tempo to my liking. I can change the amount of bars with my finger as well, from 1 to 16, for example. I can do a starting point somewhere else. I can do end point somewhere else. I can have even more insight of that sequence right from the screen. I fell in love with the tap button when it comes to the tempo adjustment. I just tap the tempo I like, and computer is gonna basically spill the tempo for me. The way I see the use of this button in Q-Link section is that I can make a microscopic adjustments towards my liking. So I can slow it down, I can speed it up, right? If I wasn't perfect here, I can always adjust. Or just tap on the screen and make the adjustments. So it's up to you how you're going to pursue it. The sequence length button, it's a fun way to change basically the amount of bars you use. Quick note, I used this button all the way to the end, and turns out the maximum bars you can use in one sequence is 999. Believe me, I tried physically and digitally. So this is what I came up with. Of course, the amount of where it starts and when it's end, it's helpful because I don't have to tap on the screen. I just scroll, I just move move those buttons. So for me, this first row of buttons is like yes and no. I can do it many ways I like. Let's just concentrate on the second row, what basically stands for the name of the track, the length of the track velocity, and of course the track transpose. When it comes to track transpose, this is a phenomenal feature. If you're not skilled instrumentalist, this will help you to basically shop around for a key in your new song, like the ideal key, what you could basically use to create that song. This is first major 7, a minor 7, D minor 7, G7, so now if I want to go to the next key, on the so let's just pretend that this is my new music idea and I try different keys. Okay, you've got the idea, right? So I'm testing different keys. But look, if I'm not good with the transposition, I could commit to the same piano keys and elevate my key for me. And now I'm switching the key. I'm switching the key. So you've got the idea. I commit to the same key on the piano, and basically I elevate the key. I'm searching for like a perfect, which key would be perfect for this tune, for my voice, or voice someone you compose the music for. Right, so this tool is phenomenal. It's gonna help you to work fast and decide, like kind of interview different keys, and then it's like, oh my goodness, this is the key. This song is gonna sound wonderful. So this is powerful. Now, of course, the track velocity and track length, it's pretty obvious. Now, what bothers me the most is the track name. I know it's silly, but of course, look, this track 1 shows us on the screen a drum track. When I scroll it farther, the track 2 becomes the piano. Track 3 becomes the strings. Now, since we changed the name of the track, I could expect that in a digital world, when I scroll, instead of seeing track 1, track 2, track 3, I could see a strings, I could see piano, I could see drums, right? If not, like in a different color, LED color, at least the name could be there. So this is kind of confusing. So in the future reference, I would love to see that Akai adjusts this parameter and makes it happen for us. All right, the line number 3. This whole line, it's related to a quantization. The quantization allows us to organize our music playing in a certain way or recording in a certain way. This whole line kind of stands for that purpose. Now, time correction could be on and off. When it's off, you're on your own. It's like an autopilot. When it's on, you've got time division, and then you change how these notes you're playing, it's going to be organized by the software. 1, 8, 116, 132, 164. It's a common number to use. Okay, 64 small adjustments, 8 big adjustments to your playing. Now, as a composer, jazz improviser, I love to use a lot of triplets in my playing. Taka, taka. Okay, I like to use a lot of triplets. So I've got this option figured out. 1-8 triplet, 4, 16 triplet, 32 triplet, 64 triplet. So I'm pretty covered. The swing, there is a human element in our playing. The swing will allow you to kind of keep that pulse you desire to express. And of course, the correct strength explains itself. Now, the last row kind of stands for volume control. So if I'm in piano, see, I can adjust the volume of an instrument I try to play. Okay? Beautiful. Now, in the front of us, we've got dual stimulation. We've got our screen on the hardware and also software. Playhead, it's a, let me show you. Playhead allows you to set the location of your interest. So you search for a location you're looking for, and then once you find it, you hit play, and the music kind of kicks in from that place. Horizontal scroll will allow you to move to the next target. So now I'm scrolling again, I find some problems or some challenges, I change them, and then I move to the next section. The next section. So this feature is phenomenal when it comes to editing. Okay? Horizontal zoom allows you to see a wilder amount of your work. You see, I'm scrolling, and then look what happened. I move scrolling, and then I move to the next section. I use the playhead to kind of find a new section. Right now, we don't have anything on it. But if we record something, let's just record something from the beginning. You've got the idea, right? Okay. So the idea looks like this. You scroll for some section you like. You expand the horizontal zoom. You fix the problem. You scroll it back. You play it from place you want. And then you move to the next target. No problem. You move to the next target. Next target. Next target. Once you're done, you zoom out by using the horizontal. So this section is very helpful. Once again, the volume allows me to manipulate the volume of that instrument I select to play with. Okay? See, like, too much? and you've got more control that way.